some other matters, popped up during that conference, and it has to do with the statement that was made by the EFCC chairman, where he had said that the EFCC was going to come after politicians, would come after lawyers who received corrupt money from people that the commission might perceive to be corrupt. I wanted to find out what you make of that kind of move by the EFCC.
Unfortunately, I was not there when at the session where the EFCC chairman spoke. I have just read about it from the newspapers and the media and social media. I don't know whether in any sense it was quoted out of context, so let me be very careful since I have not read the full statement he made. But I think this matter has been fairly well settled, that lawyers are not under the control of the EFCC. Lawyers are not financial institution for purposes of the EFCC Act and reporting of money laundering issues. In any case, it's difficult for a private lawyer to know where the funds for his services are coming from. We are not we're not investigating bodies to ask our clients, say, look, where did you get this money from? Is it from your legitimate earnings, or is it from corrupt practices, or is it money laundering? I don't think lawyers are qualified to do that. Yes, there's an extent, there's know your clients or know your customers, it is for the banks, KYC, but in our case, know your clients. But it will be very unfair, and it will not be right. And the Court of Appeal, at least, has pronounced on this. Several high courts, and I think Court of Appeal, there was a case involving Chief Mike, Professor Chief Zekome, that has been decided. I thought that would have put aid to that. I'm not aware of any decision to the contrary. So I think he was out of tune. He may not have known of these decisions when he spoke the way he spoke, if he spoke as quoted by the media. And I think the lawyers have been up now to say, look, you are clearly wrong. So, and I tend to share the view that it probably was out of step if what is reputed to have said is actually what reported to have said is actually what he said.
But the EFCC, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, the EFCC boss is a lawyer. What do you think he was trying to, what message do you think he was trying to pass across, even if he was not aware of some of the laws that you have just quoted?
Well, I'm not in his mind, so it's difficult for me to judge what's from his face or his voice, what's the countenance, what the heart had in mind. But probably trying to sound a warning to lawyers, but lawyers are the last people you should warn, especially on issues of law. So he was with a take on the statutes, but they are eminently qualified people who have studied the statutes and who have a different opinion, a different view, backed by case law on that matter. Lawyers cannot be classified in such a way. And don't forget, we have a Legal Practitioners Act, which gives us some kind of protection in the sense that we are sworn to secrecy. The communication between a client and his lawyer are privileged, absolutely privileged. So that's statute. So we cannot go against. We have sworn to uphold Constitution. We have sworn to uphold every law, and it's against the ethics of our profession to go against any law. Least of all, the Legal Practitioners Act. So I really don't know what he was trying to say, but perhaps if it was that lawyers should be more circumspect, they should be more careful, they should help and join in the fight against corruption, I'll share that view with him. But there are other ways in which you could have communicated and solicited the cooperation of lawyers in that regard than come by way of threats or interpretations that are probably not correct.